So, Bhutan, I appreciate you sharing your story with me and everybody that is going to be watching this. You had some pretty extraordinary changes in the office, and I just want you to briefly explain to us exactly. First off, why did you come see us?
I came to see you because I had an ad that I found in 2010, and I placed it in a drawer, and I came across it in 2012, and I saw the information about weight loss. Okay. So I came into you to talk about weight loss, and after I filled out the information and you looked at all the things that were wrong with me, you said to me, I really want to try to get some other things done, and we'll work on the weight loss. Right. And you took some x-rays, and I went home, and I said to myself, I don't really want to do chiropractic care, okay? I'm just interested in losing weight. I'm happy with my doctor. I'm fine. Right. I had done chiropractic care maybe 20 years ago. I got in an accident. And I said, okay, I have to keep going. If I start chiropractic care, I'm going to have to keep getting it. Right. So why change? And then I thought about it. I'm on meds. If I stop taking them, I'm going to get sick again. Mm-hmm. So I said, okay, I'll give the chiropractic care a chance. So the first adjustment I had was very painful for me, because anytime you touch any portion of my body, it hurts. Mm-hmm. I was on 28 medications a day. Four of them, 28. 28, okay. And not repeat 28 times, 28 different meds. Right, right. 4 of them were pain medicines, Tylenol 3s, Flexerils, very heavy pain medicines. So I couldn't do much because my mind was just that. You can't drive with all those kind of meds. So it was very, and I had to stay home most of the time. Mm-hmm. And so after the first adjustment, I felt a little better. I said, okay, well, I'll go a couple days. So I think the first couple weeks I came like 4 times, maybe 5 times a week. Okay. And then I noticed I wasn't taking the pain medicines. I've been taking pain medicine since 2001. I have not been a day without taking some kind of pain medicine 2001. So
for 11 years.
For 11 years, I have taken heavy, heavy pain medicines, and as a result, I've lost a lot of memory. Mm-hmm. I can't remember things that happened from 2001 up until basically the beginning of 2012. Mm-hmm. Anything before that, I'm fine, but during that period, I can't remember things. Okay. So for me, that was a miracle in and of itself. To start weaning off of the pain medicines was just, I could never imagine myself not being in some type of pain every day.
Right, yeah, after 11 years of taking that stuff, you just think it's normal.
It was normal for me.
Yeah.
4 or 5 medicines, pain medicines, all day long taking pain pills, and it was just
normal.
Normal for me.
And so you've been coming in for how long? About 4 or 6 weeks maybe?
About 4 to 6 weeks.
Okay. And how many meds have you been off so far?
I have stopped taking all pain medicines. So 4 pain medicines. In addition to that, I was taking Xanax because I was always fearful of certain things. Mm-hmm. One of the certain things that I was fearful was over 30 years ago, I had a very, very traumatic incident happen to me. Okay. I was robbed, and a bunch of things happened during that particular time. So anytime that you would come, you could walk up to me, and if I didn't hear you coming or see you, I would scream. My son would walk in the room and say, "Mom," and I'd scream. And heaven forbid if you came from behind me and you said something, and I would jump. Mm-hmm. And I didn't notice it, that it had gone away, until my son said, "Mom, I'm walking in the room now and I'm talking to you and you aren't screaming." So not only were the physical results there, the psychological results started to change because my body started getting back to normal. Right. A lot of the pain medicines that I was on were blockers in terms of saying, okay, we're not going to let you have any pain, but it wasn't correcting the things that were wrong.
Right.
And of course, one of the things that was wrong was that I had mentally blocked the incident that happened, but I still had results.
Right.
In addition to that, I still kept going to my doctors, and they kept saying, "What's going on with you?
Mm-hmm.
Your heart rate is better.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you seem like you're in such a better place."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I feel so much better.
That's great.
I can, you know, if I were a Pied Piper, I'd be out playing the flute right now, and anybody that was ever in any kind of pain, physically especially, but emotionally too, I'd be piping them right into this office.
Okay.
The only problem I would have is that I would always insist that I would be seen too. I'd bring more people to you, Doc, but you still got to see me.
Oh, of course. I
still gotta
enjoy
see
seeing you too. And, you know, I mean, we're always looking to help more people, of course. Let's see, what other questions we need? Did you have any other type of issues with digestion or respiration?
Digestion was a real big problem for me. Constipation was just a normal thing for me.
Okay.
And after receiving some nutrients from you, I'm regular every day.
Oh, that's right. You got a couple supplements
Yes,
and
I
vitamins.
did, and I'm regular every day.
Okay.
One of the vitamins that you gave me was the vitamin D, and that's one of the things that I needed for my kidney.
Okay.
Now, when my kidney doctor tested me for the vitamin D that he was giving me,
There's no change.
there was no change. Then all of a sudden, in February when I went to him, because I started on the vitamin D with you in January,
Right.
he was like, "Oh, your body's now absorbing."
Okay.
He said, "So the vitamin D is working?" I said, "Yes, but not yours." So I explained it to him, and he said, "Okay, well, I'm just interested in getting you healthy. So
Right.
if your chiropractic is working for you,
You're probably taking a little bit more per serving
Yeah.
than you would be, you know, before too. But I'm glad that's definitely very important for overall health for sure. So getting back to the medications, you said probably 5 medications that you're off of pretty close.
5 medicines that I'm off of now. There are 3 more that they're still testing to
Okay.
make sure that I keep going.
So
and
eventually, I mean,
then-
hopefully pretty soon, it'll be about 8 to 10 that you're going to be.
That I will be off of.
That's right. That's great.
As
And
long as I come to you and I continuously receive the care.
we're saving you money now.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Awesome.
That means I can do more shoe shopping, so.
There you go. Shoes and purses.
Yes.
What about hospital stays? You kind of mentioned that too. I mean, how often would you be in and out of the hospital on a monthly or a yearly basis?
In the last 5 years, I've had 4 strokes and 4 heart attacks.
4 strokes and 4 heart attacks.
Since 2001, I've been in the hospital every month, sometimes 2 to 3 times a month, except for 2 months in 2011. Other than that, everybody at Beaumont Hospital knows me by name, the janitors, everybody know me because I'm constantly there.
Right.
I have a very debilitating disease called systemic lupus.
Okay.
And for me, that particular disease attacks all of the major organs of the bodies.
Right.
So I have problems with my kidneys, my heart, I have a pacemaker, I have arthritis. So every disease that I could have, I have. And so every month, I've been in the hospital.
Okay.
This year, I've been only once.
Okay.
I contracted pneumonia about 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
And when I get ill, my heart rate goes up, and I'm on a thread right now. My heart is just hanging on by a thread, so they put me in ICU, and they have to kind of drug me up so that I don't move. But because of the chiropractic care that I've been getting,
Right.
I would have never in a million years believed that.
Well, that's a huge change too. I mean, you're going, even being, you know, now in 2012, it's April, so you're talking, you know, once in the hospital for 4 months. For you,
That's amazing.
Right, right.
That's amazing.
A huge change.
A huge change. And if anybody would have ever told me, I would have told them they were crazy.
Sure.
And again, when you talk to me about let's kind of work on some of your other problems first before we start dealing with your weight, I was like, no, I'm just here to see you for a weight, okay? Right. That's it.
Yeah.
But, you know, after that first week of adjustments, I was just feeling so much better.
Right.
My thing now is as if, you know, people see you driving down the street and there's a body flowing behind it. Don't tell them, don't worry. It's just me tying myself to your bumper because you are never going to leave me. I don't care if you leave the state. Your wife will have to put me in the garage. I don't care. As long as I get my chiropractic care, that's all I'm concerned.
We'll continue to see it. I mean, that's for sure.
And the one other thing is my husband does not believe in chiropractic care. But he said to me last week, you know, I've noticed you've really changed. Your whole attitude, your mental, emotional, is just changed. Mm-hmm. And his father is having a lot of problems. Okay. And he said, you know, I think I need to bring my dad to see you. Now again, my husband doesn't believe in chiropractic care, but
he's changing.
He's changing.
That's it.
He's changing, and I'm telling you, when he gets his first backache that goes out about once a year,
he'll be here.
He'll be banging on the door. The police will be trying to arrest him because he will be in so much pain, and you will change that. So if I could say anything to people out there, this is not I want to be in the limelight. Mm-hmm. I want to be in the limelight to let people know you don't have to be in pain the rest of your life. You don't have to feel bad. It takes 5 minutes to come in, get your adjustments, and you're done. Mm-hmm. And you know, I have to make sure I come every Friday, because if I don't come on the weekends, and I normally don't, sometimes I get a little anxious. Mm-hmm. And I can't wait till Monday comes because I'm right here. Right. So if I could say anything to anyone, your health is very serious. Without your health, you have nothing.
Exactly.
I've been there for the last 11 years. My son is 15. He has not remembered me experiencing things with him because it's always, Mommy can't go to the game because Mommy